Our next story is about R. Kelly, a singer once known as the king of R&B, famous for breaking the charts globally. Today, he was convicted for sexual abuse, sentenced to 30 years in jail for 30 years of predatory acts. Throughout his career, R. Kelly faced numerous allegations, accusations of exploiting teenagers, running sex cults, trafficking young girls, and child pornography. But his wealth and contacts shielded him from being charged. His conviction is just another reminder of how easy it is for predators with power to escape accountability for years, if not a lifetime.
He was once a chart-topping hit maker, the king of rhythm and blues with a cult following. Today, he is a convict by law, a predator who exploited his stardom.
I personally, this happened to me a long time ago. I was 17, I'm 45 today. I never thought that I would be here to see him be held accountable for the atrocious things that he did to children.
Very proud of my fellow survivors and very pleased with the outcome. 30 years did he do this, and 30 years is what he got.
This is the story of Robert Sylvester Kelly, known to the world as R. Kelly. 31 years ago, he was signed for his first major record label. Around the same time, he started sexually exploiting a 15-year-old girl. Over the years, the list of his victims grew, the accusations multiplied, the crimes became more heinous. They even spilled into public view. But the singer's wealth, fame, and contacts masked the predator in him and shielded him from the consequences. 31 years on, there has finally been justice. R. Kelly has been convicted for his crimes. He has been sentenced to 30 years in prison on charges of sexual abuse and trafficking.
Today, R. Kelly was sentenced to prison for his many crimes against underage girls. And R. Kelly used the power of his celebrity and his music business to lure and to manipulate and to isolate and to denigrate many young girls.
The verdict did not come about easy. It took 3 decades, a cultural shift, a Me Too movement, and a TV documentary to hold this man accountable. The accusations first emerged in 1994. 27-year-old Kelly married 15-year-old Aaliyah, an R&B phenomenon who met Kelly when she was 12. The two were illegally married in a secret ceremony. In 2002, Aaliyah died in a plane crash. In 1996, a civil suit was filed by Tiffany Hawkins. She said that he forced her into sex when she was in high school. In 1998, the singer settled the lawsuit for $250,000. In 2001, he was sued by a former intern called Tracy Sampson. She accused him of treating her as a sex object. The case was settled out of court for an undisclosed sum. In 2002, a sex tape showed Kelly sexually abusing a 14-year-old girl. He was arrested but was released on a bail of $750,000. The victim refused to testify. And in 2017, he was accused of trapping 6 women in a sex cult. The allegations came from 3 of his former employees. It was this case that opened a can of worms. It ignited a Me Too movement against Kelly. A 2019 TV documentary put the final nail on the coffin. It offered the most comprehensive account of Kelly's gruesome crimes. 3 years later, the singer has been convicted. But why did it take so long? The answers are plenty. You see, most of R. Kelly's victims were black women. They say their skin color often led to prosecutors distrusting or dismissing their allegations. The second aspect to this story is power. R. Kelly was a linchpin in the music industry. Despite the accusations against him, millions of fans bought his music and attended his concerts. Hundreds of his aides and friends facilitated his pattern of abuse. Other artists and producers ignored his misdemeanor, and on some occasions, even the media covered for him. This case only illustrates how powerful people can evade consequences for years, sometimes even evade them their entire life. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.